Good point about doing this manually. Uh, Salve J. You certainly can do it manually. In fact, I'm going to give you the instructions of how to do it manually. What VidPenguin2 is designed to do is do all these tasks I'm about to give you, but do it in 6 seconds. And I'll just kind of outline a few of the things, that we do inside of VidPenguin to help you out and how long it would take to do it manually. So let's get started. I am going to go into VidPenguin and I'm in video ping here. And I'll just hit edit one of these videos so we can go through fairly quickly. So in VidPenguin, we enter the data, hit get data. It pulls the title, the description, tags, and the thumbnail. And then you hit move to thumbnail tab. And if you have a template set up, I'm going to just hit update variations. I'm going to go into variations and you can bring down a template. There's my variations, integrations. And I pull a template. I hit move to ping tab and I hit update and ping it. So it takes literally 6 seconds to do 81 links that are scheduled out over the next 7 days. I use this tab. So I'm going to start from scratch and I'll show you again on how to do it. Let's go to YouTube and just find a random video. I don't care which one it is. So let's go into maybe this VO3 here. So I'm just going to grab the link, copy, and then I'll go to VidPenguin, video ping. Click add. Now I want to show you how fast you can do this. So I'm going to go put that in there. And it doesn't even have any titles or description. Let's see if we can do this here. Get data. There we go. Okay, hit update. Move to thumbnails. I'm going to use this thumbnail that they have. I'm not going to replace it. So I'm going to just hit create variations. Now there's 32 links that YouTube uses with your video code in there, along with thumbnail links. I'm just going to come down here to the bottom, move to integrations. You could generate an RSS feed just from those links if you want. Now these are checkboxes that you could do any of these social syndications. And absolutely you can do this by hand. We send out to about 100 different ping accounts, all these YouTube links. So you would have to do that manually, sending them out to 100 different ones. I guess if you have Zapier or one of these, you could probably program it, but that would take probably a couple hours to do right here, okay? Send it to Omega Indexer. We send all 32 links to Omega Indexer. Now I've got that linked in here, so I've got my own API in there. WordPress. We send variation URLs to WordPress, and you can schedule this out. Same with Blogger. Twitter, we don't support this anymore because it's $100 a month, but we also send to Tumblr. And if you want to send any of these variations, look what you can do. You could send a photo link, a video embed, a photo link post, single video post. If you've got all 32, I'm going to only send 5. So I'm going to send 5 of the 32 variations to all my Tumblr accounts, and you can set this up to multiple accounts going out. This alone would take you a couple hours to do. Again, if you want to do it by hand, there's no problem with doing that by hand. Integromat, if you want to send it to Make or Zapier through a webhook, you certainly can do that. Set you up your own webhooks. PBN, we have our own PBN network. If you want to send it to our PBN network, just check it. That's all you have to do. Choose an appropriate PBN. Let's say it's about make money videos, and choose the category. I'm going to choose that category, but you could put it in multiple categories. This is all part of VidPenguin2, and you don't have to do anything. Amazon, you can build an Amazon page. This right here is not available unless you want to set up your own PBN of a few hundred networks. You can do that by hand. Yes, that would take you a couple weeks, maybe a couple months. So that's what it took us. If you got hooked up to Master Sites or Booster Page, these are our other tools. You can certainly do this by hand, but just going to Master Sites every time with different number of variations and scheduling it over time, that's another couple hours. Booster Pages, same as Omega Indexer. That right there, again, you choose, I'm going to go make money, and we try to keep the same as our PBN network. So we'll do make money online. Then you hit update and move it to ping. But we've made it even easier. You don't even have to check any of these. If you got a favorite template, save it. And I'm just going to go RSS Master Strategy videos, copy template. So it remembers some of the templates. I'm going to send it also to the pinger. And post all the pings at the same time. Absolutely. Just power prompt it there. And I'm going to turn that one on. So I'm going to go to Booster Pages, and this is about make money. I'm just going to do that and make money online. Hit update. Now I'm not going to save it as a new template. I'm just going to keep the one and move to ping tab. And I'm going to send it over the next 30 days. Now, if you're doing this by hand, you could come in every day and send the group of links that we're building right now to all these different sources. That would take a couple of hours a day to do it. But the gentleman on the comment made it sound like you could do all this in a few seconds. Well, no, you can't. That's why we automated it, and why it's a set it and forget it program. So I come down here. I've got 81 links built. I'm going to hit freeze and ping. They're going to go out over a 30-day period, and I'm done. I don't have to do anything else. But if I wanted to, I could come over here to image ping, and I could add a image of the thumbnail and put that in there and ping that out. Or I could put other images in here. So we make it really, really easy. It takes about 6 seconds to run through if you're doing a template. But if you're like this gentleman here that has complained that he could do all this by hand and he'd prefer not to pay the base $67 price, absolutely you can do it by hand. Just remember, we do this every single day with all our videos, with customer videos. We ping them out 6 seconds, 8 seconds if you're drinking coffee. But I don't know, if you want to do it by hand, certainly. Build a list of pings. That's the first step. There's 32 of them out there. Put them in a spreadsheet. Put them in Zapier, wherever you want to do. And then send it out to about 15 different sources and build you a PBN network of 300 different sites and subdomains, and then post those, but post them over a schedule. So guys, I'm telling you, it's a few hours. Why? I know I used to do this before we built VidPenguin. And people have said, well, you haven't updated VidPenguin. Absolutely, we have. We've updated it. It's version 2. The last major change was a few years ago. Now, I say that because we constantly are updating features inside of it, adding more PBN networks. We're doing a lot of stuff. But if it's working, why, why, why break something that's working? So we got a working model that works very well. Does it get you ranked on page one of Google? Guys, if anybody's going to promise you that, run away. Nobody can guarantee page one rankings. However, if you are doing all these steps with every single video you have, and you've got a pretty popular video YouTube channel, or you got, followers on it, and then absolutely go for it. It's what we do to get ranked. Not every video gets ranked on Google because Google decides how they want to do things, but it helps in your YouTube rankings, and it does help in long-term keywords. So I encourage, try it out. If you don't like it, you got 60 days, get a refund. And guys, even somebody made a comment about, well, you don't have more than 1,000 viewers. He's looking at one channel. I've got 20 different channels that have over 1,000 viewers. But you just judge it. If you don't want the product, don't buy it. I'm trying to encourage you. We're here to save you time and money and effort. And if that's not what you're into, then fine, get a refund. I don't care. I want you to be successful. And if spending 67 or buying the upsells, if that makes you nervous, then please look elsewhere. Okay. So thanks again. I'm Damon Nelson and creator of VidPenguin2. Thanks.